my next guest is a UFC lightweight who will be fighting next on September the 18th, and of course is Christos Giagos on the show. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Just still getting settled into Florida, into the new home.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that. What has that been like?
It's been good. It's a big move. Me and my wife. We moved from California. We lived there our whole life, and we came out here. She just dropped something, but it's her job gave us an opportunity to come out here for her job, and I thought it was a good move on my part because the training's really good over here, and I was ready for some change, and real estate's a little cheaper.
No doubt. And Florida's not a bad place to move to. Tell me, there's a lot of gyms to choose from down there. Where are you at now, and how's that been going?
I've been training at Sanford MMA. Out there we know Gilbert Burns, Saul Rogers, Henry Hoof, a bunch of guys, and everybody's been super welcoming. It's my first time I'm at a gym where like everybody's good, so like everybody, and guys my weight, because I've been at gyms where there's a lot of good people, but most of them are like guys lighter than me. And I don't get a whole lot of guys my size. And now over there's a lot of guys my size, and everyone's good, and you get good rounds. And everyone's super welcoming, super nice, and it's like a nice team vibe.
Right. What is that, I guess, mindset like when you may potentially down the line have to fight someone that you're training with now? Because that's a situation. I've interviewed Brendan Allen a lot recently, and now Ian Heinisch is down there training with them, and they potentially could cross paths. Like, what is that the whole thought process like when?
I guess I think about it sometimes. Right now where I'm at, we wouldn't probably take the fight, and then if it's somewhere along the lines in like the top 5 and we got to do something like that, then things are different. I guess it's just business. I fought 3 guys from that gym already, so there's some familiar faces, and it's just all business at the end of the day. But I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. Like I said, if it's for like a top 5, then that's different, but not trying to cross paths right now. Keep everything nice.
No doubt about it. Now, how do you like, I guess, the benefits living in Florida versus Cali? I lived in the Culver City area in California for like 5 years, so I do miss the sunshine out west. Now I'm back in New England. How is that like now down in Florida with as far as that goes?
As far as the weather goes, I guess it was cool. It was kind of hot too. It's like, but it wasn't, I guess, as hot. It's hot out here, but I don't mind it too much. I got a pool, so that's good. But it's hot. It's rainy. It's a little tropical. Weather-wise, it's not affecting me as much. They're a lot more open than California, which I like. So, yeah, it's a nice place. I'm digging it. And it could be the high from like the change. Who knows? We'll see in a couple of months. I've only been here 3 weeks.
Yeah, well, very cool. Happy that things are going well for you down there thus far. Let's talk about that last fight, round 2 Darce choke victory over Sean Soriano, and it didn't come without a little bit of adversity. I mean, he had some really good moments in that fight. What is the takeaway, from moving forward? Obviously, a win is a win, and that's all you want to get. But what are you taking away from that fight moving forward?
Moving forward, it's like I guess you could say my last couple fights. It was hard for me to kind of pull the trigger a little bit, and so this fight I kind of like had the mentality that like I want to try things. I want to show people like, because I'm good, and I know I'm good. I just sometimes in the fight you get a little hesitant, and I listened to Sanhagen on the Rogan podcast. He was talking about just like you got to go for it. You got to just take chances, and that was my time trying to just take a chance, and it worked out. And I wanted to like really push it, so. Yeah, he hit me with some big shots. Sean's guy, he's one of my teammates now. A super cool guy, great kickboxing, really good striker, and obviously it showed in the fight. And so I was just happy I got to pull away with the victory. And going forward, I'm gonna take more risks. I'm gonna take more chances because, sometimes you fail, sometimes they land, and I gotta fight my fight.
Run me through how that Darce choke presented itself, and is that something that maybe you saw coming? Maybe not a Darce choke, but a submission victory in that second round, the way the fight was leaning.
I worked a lot of jujitsu this camp, and I tweaked a couple. I'm a big choke guy, so I like all chokes: anacondas, guillotines, rear nakeds, all of them. I'm a big choke guy, and when I took his, I don't know, man, it was weird because like I do go for a lot of darces, and I do finish them, and I get them from random positions. But when I was on side control, I was just in my mind like just look for a submission. And the way he started getting up, I was just like, oh, look, I think I can get it right here. Oh, yep, I can. And it just kind of just, I guess, from drilling it in practice a lot, like it just kind of became natural. It was like a very natural feeling. And when I see him, like, dude, that was kind of flashy. That was kind of cool. So it just came to me in the fight, to be honest with you.
Well, congrats on the win over a really tough guy, signature victory right there. And that was such a huge card. UFC 262, Charles Oliveira and Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler, Sanford MMA product now himself, and you actually fought Oliveira in the past. So,
Yeah.
when you look at the top of the division right now, how would you match those top guys at the top of the division?
I think Dustin should definitely fight Charles for the belt. And then Michael Chandler's fighting Gaethje, and I think the winner of that should get a title shot.
Right.
I
Right.
think that's the only thing that makes really sense right now. Who else is in the top 5 right now? I gotta look.
I'd have to look myself. Paul Felder retired, and geez, I'm not sure. I guess he's at the
I
Fed.
think so. Dan Hooker is a little behind. Maybe he fights Beneil Dariush, or something like that. And 'cause I know Khabib's out. So I mean, and then that guy Islam's coming. He let him beat Rafael dos Anjos, and he'll be in the contention for sure. So I think that's the best thing right now is just Dustin fights Charles, and then Michael and Gaethje fight for the fight to get to the title shot.
How do you see Connor fitting in whenever he comes back?
Yeah, whenever he comes back, I think he's gonna have to do like a tune-up fight, maybe fight Nate Diaz, a money fight. Who knows? I don't think he's gonna be right there in the contention. Maybe he wins one, and after he wins one, there's a lot of noise now, and maybe then he can go fight Dustin. If he's a champion, they would sell the shit out of it. So I'm sure that can happen.
Do you think Charles is the best 155er on the planet right now? Because I mean, a lot of people point towards Dustin to win that fight. Like when you look at that stylistically, how do you see that shaking out?
That's a tough one. I think Charles is gonna have some trouble, but he's slick, man. He pulls a lot of tricks. So I would probably go with Dustin, but I wouldn't be surprised if Charles won. He guy's crafty. He's very crafty.
Yeah, no doubt. Before we transition to this fight here, I just want to get a couple of quick fight picks for you. I think the two fights that I might be looking forward to more than any the whole rest of the year are a couple of rematches at 170 and 185, both for gold. You got Usman and Covington, and then Adesanya and Whitaker. Give me a couple picks on those two fights, man. How do you see those playing out?
So I'm gonna go with. Oh man, it's hard because I don't see nobody beating Usman right now, but I want Covington to win. I'm a fan, and he had a great first fight, so I really think he can pull it off. But it's gonna be tough. But I'm gonna go with Kobe, and then I'm gonna go with Israel Asanya. He just made Whitaker look dumb last time, so I think he's gonna be tough to beat too as well.
All right. Well, those are a couple of fights I'm definitely looking forward to. September 18th, Arman Tsarukyan. It's a tough opponent. He's 16-2. He's on a 3-fight win streak. Matt Frivola, Davi Ramos, Olivier Aubin-Mercier. Like, those are legit guys. When you look at this matchup here, how do you see this for yourself? Do you like it?
Do I like it? I'd probably say no. I know a lot of guys were turning him down, and I'm always up for the challenge, and I know he's tough. He's top 15. So I look at it as an opportunity. This is my chance to break the top 15, and even though I think he might be a little better than number 15 spot, I'm coming to show everybody I belong. So that's all I really want to do. I think he's good, very skilled, good wrestling, but I'm working a lot on my wrestling defense, and go for the knockout. Just be very careful and just try to be a little smarter. But I think I match up well. I think I saw the Matt fight, and he did pretty well, and I pretty much fight with the same kind of style, but just try to get to my feet a little more.
Do you see any holes in his game? Is there one area where you feel like maybe you can exploit him at all?
Uh, Maybe. I don't see a whole lot of holes. Like, he has good kicks, decent striking, and really good grappling, takedowns, submission game. Who knows? I don't think he. I don't. I know he has like a lot of decision wins, so we'll see. So I don't really feel too threatened. I am threatened to go to the ground, but I'm just gonna try to just get as confident as I can, getting back to my feet and pressing the forward. Try to just get my cardio to the best it can be, so I can just kind of really be in his face the whole fight.
What's your best course to action to win this fight? Do you feel like you're just going to have to tire him down, maybe win late via punches or get a decision? Like, how do you see this ultimately ending for yourself with your hand raised?
If I I think I can maybe squeeze wide by a decision if I can get more damage, but definitely try to go for the knockout. So just try to be the aggressor, and then if he does take me down, make him pay for it. So it kind of evens out the scorecards in the judges' eyes.
All right, very good, man. Well, again, September 8th. I can't wait for this fight. This is a UFC lightweight bout. You just don't want to miss. Christos Giagos, pleasure to interview you for the first time, my man. Before I let you go, I want to give you the floor. Tell people where to follow you on social media, and if you have anyone to thank, the floor is yours.
Yeah, you just kind of follow me on Instagram. That's pretty much the only one I use. C is my first initial, my last name, Giagos _ UFC. So C Giagos _ UFC. Give me a follow. Just want to thank my team right now. My team's doing everything for me and helping me out. So yeah.